Hello friends, today we will learn how to do the calibration of our Accurex Infinite HbA1c. So first we will learn what are the component of HbA1c kit. The first is HbA1c R1, that is latex reagent. Second is R2, that is monoclonal antibody. And third, that is R3 reagent, which is used for the lysing of the EDT sample. So begin with this calibration. We have 4-level calibrator AutoPure. So it consists of 4 levels of calibrator, that is level 1, you can see over here. We have to add 0.5 ml of distilled water for each calibrator. Okay. So there are different levels of calibrator, level 2, level 3 and level 4. So we have to add 0.5 ml of distilled water. Now we will do the programming on our semi-auto analyzer. Go to the program, click on new and select the unused program, that is 64. Type the HbA1c name, BA1C, enter. Now create, go to the edit, select the HbA1c which you have created. Now here you have to fill all the details which are asked, that is method, which is endpoint, wavelength, that is 630 for HbA1c. Then we have second wavelength, that is none, not required. Temperature, that is 37 only. Reagent blank, yes, there is option of no and yes, we have to select the yes. Then decimal, we have to select 1 or 2. Aspiration volume, we have to keep 450 since it is semi-auto analyzer. So to avoid the bubble, you have to keep minimum aspiration volume as 450. Okay. Then delay time, since it is an N chemistry, we have to keep it as 5 only. Measuring time also 5. Factor, it will be generated once the calibration is done. For the unit, we have to keep it as percent, since HbA1c is reported as percent only. For the normal range, it is 4 to 6 and measuring range it is 0 to 16. Then we have to proceed for the calibration. We have to select the multi-point non-linear. Here is the option for multi-point non-linear. Then we have option of standard, what value you have to put over here. For this value, we can refer the calibrator. It consists of the value sheet. We can refer the HbA1c cal. Here you have to put the value 5.3, enter. 8.4, enter. Standard 3, 11.9, enter. And last, that is 12.5. And there is fifth, that is not required. You can keep it as 0 or else blank. Okay. So we have programmed all the calibrator also. Then we have to save. Okay. After doing the program, we have to go for the work and test. And we have to select the parameter HbA1c. Yeah. So now we'll proceed for the calibration. We have to take 500 of lysing reagent in each tube for calibrator. Okay, you have to take lysing reagent, that is R3. So 4 tubes has been taken for the lysing of the calibrator and 2 tubes you can keep it as for the control. Okay, we have 2 levels of control, that is low level control and high level control of HbA1c. Okay. So now we will take 10 micro of diluted calibrator. Please remember that we have to take 10 micro of blood sample, but we have to use the glove since it is a blood sample. Okay, 10 micro of blood sample or calibrator. Wipe it properly with tissue paper and mix in first tube. Mix it properly here. Okay, so followed by same thing you have to do with the second, third and fourth calibrator. You have to prepare the lysine. Okay, so once the calibrator and control is added to the lysine solution, we have to keep it at 10 minutes at room temperature. Okay, so we'll start for 10-minute timer. Okay, so we'll wait for the 10 minutes. After that we will start for the calibration. So it is almost 13 seconds left, so we can proceed for the calibration. We have to take 360 micro of R1 reagent. So you can see, I have to take 360 micro of R1 reagent. Okay, in each tube you have to take 360 micro of R1. First one will be for the blank, then second tube will be the first calibrator, third will be the second calibrator, fourth tube for the third calibrator, fifth tube for the fourth calibrator, and last one tube you can use it as sample or you can run the control for cross verification. Okay, so now we have taken R1 reagent in each tube. Now we have to add 10 micro of each lysine reagent in respective tube, not for the blank. So this is the first calibrator lysine. You have to take 10 micro, wipe it properly with tissue paper and add in the first tube of R1. Okay, you have to incubate for 5 minutes each tube. So we'll start incubate at 37 degree in incubator. Okay, so we'll keep this tube with all the tubes at the incubator at 37. So almost 10 seconds is been left, so we will take out the tubes from the incubator. Okay, so the tubes has been taken now. So now we will add R2 reagent in each tube and we will again incubate for 5 minutes. Okay, make sure once you added the R2 reagent, you have to mix the reagent tube properly. Okay, mix the reagent properly. Now we added the R2. We will start incubating again at 5 minutes in incubator. So almost 1 minute has been left. So we can go to the testing. Go to the test. Select the parameter HbA1c. Okay. First it will aspirate the water. Go to the 0 setting. Aspirate the water. Okay. The next step will be the reagent blank. You have to click reagent blank and wait for the incubation time. It is almost 15 seconds left. So we'll take out the tray from the incubator. Okay, so we have taken out the tubes. First reading will be the reagent blank. We will take the reagent blank OD. Reagent blank OD should come between 0.5 to 0.6, which is the ideal OD. Fine. So the reagent blank OD, you can see it is 0.5272. That is very much accurate. Now we'll take the calibration reading. Go to the standard. So we will take the first reading of tube. Okay. And the last one, the fourth one. Okay, so once the ODs has been generated, you can see the graph over here. Okay, now you go to the sample or QC and take the reading of the control. So you can see the reading 5.7. That is very much accurate. The 5.5 is the target. Okay. We'll go for the calibration. First we will aspirate the distilled water in 0 setting. Okay. So once the 0 setting is done, we will go for reagent blank. Click on reagent blank. So reagent blank, the OD should come between 0.4 to 0.6. Okay, so it is now 0.46. That is okay. Now we'll go for the calibration. We will click on standard. So we'll aspirate the first standard calibrator. Okay. Same way we have to aspirate the second, third, and fourth. Second, third, okay, and last fourth one. Once the calibrators are been aspirated, we will get the graph. Okay, so we wait for the graph. So you can see here the graph, the ODs and everything. Now we will aspirate the control. We will take the control reading clicking on the sample or QC. Okay, so this is a lower level control. We will aspirate the higher level control once the reading comes. That is 8.6 and next. .77. Okay, so we have completed our calibration with the control, so values are excellent. Okay, thank you everyone.